taking the finish line. Good run coming. Hurry, hurry. I mean, the horse.
This bombshell beauty right here can ride like the wind. She got one more to go.
Be a new leader with a 17.33.
Hi everybody, welcome to Barrel Racer Life. My name's Maddie Stoltman. This past week was Hot Sauce's turn to shine. I've been busy going to rodeos with Claude, so he's kind of been at the forefront of my focus for the past month, give or take. So Hot Sauce, I've been riding him but haven't been able to take him to many competitions, and we finally got to do that this weekend. So I will show you guys all about it. I keep forgetting to give you guys an update on Passport. I've been asked a lot on Instagram about where he is and how he's doing. My sister actually has it. It was kind of a fluke thing. We had worked with Passport hoping he was going to be a barrel horse. I'm not sure that he really wanted to be a barrel horse, so we took him to the roping pen and tried roping on him, and it was one of those things, he just wasn't really loving being a rope horse. So Cody and I kind of discussed what we were going to do with him and what his career was going to be, and during that time my sister ended up deciding that she wanted to own a horse again and wanted a calm, well-broke trail horse, and Passport was all of those things. So he's actually back in Canada with my sister, being spoiled, living the best life he possibly could, and they just love each other. So one of those things, I really wish that he was going to make what I wanted him to be. He's bred to be a barrel horse. I put a lot of time into him, and frankly I probably should have decided to move him into a different career sooner, but sometimes you just don't know when the right time to quit on one is, and it just worked out how it was supposed to. So he's in the best hands with my sister and really loving life. Headed to the vet this morning, not for anything bad. I suspect Claude has ulcers. Ulcers are one of those things that are really common in competition horses, particularly barrel horses, and a horse like Claude that's really nervous, generally speaking, is kind of more prone to them. A lot of stuff for prevention. He gets ulcer medication on competition days, he gets a supplement in his grain, all that stuff, but it's one of those things, sometimes it's just inevitable. So we're going to actually scope him today to confirm that he has ulcers or not. You know, don't be scared to look into things with your horse. I know they're expensive to have around, but when we ask what we ask of them, we need to make sure that they're properly cared for. So we're going to go check things out and make sure that he's good, and if he does have ulcers, then we'll start treating them. We have ulcers. It's really great that there's technology where you can actually go and check. I previously in my life have just treated them, but being he's insured, it's kind of a necessary step to prove it, and so you can use your insurance. It also is probably worth doing even if horse isn't insured, I think, because the scope's going to be a couple $100, and it may save you a treatment of a few $1,000s if they're not ulcery. Generally speaking, I haven't been wrong. If I think they have ulcers, they do have ulcers. If you know your horse well and you kind of know the signs, you might be able to predict it anyways. But yeah, poor guy's got ulcers, so we're going to treat him. He'll feel like a brand new man. wish I had a good reason to tell you of what happened in our run. I don't, honestly. I've never had Hot Sauce do that or even offer to. He ended up, like, I kind of bumped him, and instead of coming around and through the turn, he just sort of folded in half, and we ended up back on the same side of the first barrel. Of course, that meant in no time, but to be honest with you, when I warmed him up, he just kind of didn't feel himself. Like, he didn't feel like he really wanted to be there. He wasn't really feeling that great, and you know, they're horses. They're just like us. They have off days too, so I just kind of chalked it up to that. Went home, practiced a little on Saturday, and got ready to go barrel race again on Sunday. Got home, the neighbor brought us some fresh veggies. How nice is that? Background noise? Is that you, sir? Done being a farmer for the day, cleaned up, and we are headed out to go to a birthday party. Boy. Easy. Oh. 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 What's up, buddy? I feel like we redeemed ourselves after our first ever no time on Friday. It was great to come back and get to make another run on Sunday, albeit in a different arena, but it was a new personal best for Hot Sauce and I. The fastest he's ever been on a standard pattern is an 18.5 until Sunday. We ran an 18.4. I feel like there's still a lot more in there with him, which is really exciting. He's just kind of taking his time coming along, and I'm okay with it. I'm not going to rush him. It's just going to be one of those things. We'll just kind of slowly keep plugging away at it, sneaking our way into those 17s soon enough. But I am very, very happy with how he performed on Sunday, and pretty excited that we have a new personal best under our belt. That's all I have for you guys this week. I am getting ready to head to the Pink Buckle. So by the time you guys are watching next week, we will be on the road. My dad is going with me again this year, which is awesome. Dad and I used to travel together to all my high school rodeos, so it's kind of a nostalgic thing. We got to go together last year for the first time, and he's going to be going with me again this year. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll be headed out on Monday for the long 3-day drive to Oklahoma, but it's always a great event, and it is definitely worth heading down there. So I'm looking forward to that. In the meantime, you guys, I always appreciate you watching, and I will see you next week.